Hey guys, what's up, jjaaxxthelegend here. Today I am here with another Minecraft build tutorial. Now this week I'm starting off in a world that may be familiar to some of my viewers. It is the AlphaCraft world, and I am standing in front of my newly built corner shop. Because in this week's tutorial, as you guys probably seen in the title, I'm going to be showing you guys how to build this shop. Now this build has been built with many interesting blocks. Now these blocks are placed to create a late Georgian fused with pre-war sort of style. Now you see the style in many European cities, and it is reasonably common. As well, in this build we have used some interesting blocks. So if I walk over here, you can see some watermelons, which are not normally used in building, but they really pop out in this one and they add a fun and fancy feature. As well as that, we have these grey and white awnings, which I just have fallen in love with. I just love them so much. Okay, so enough with the rambling, let's hop into my flat world. Okay, so I'm now on my Patreon server Super Flat World. If you'd like to join this, make sure to check out the link in the description down below. And behind me you can see the build. Now this build is roughly 20 by 13. So to get the placement of this build, we're going to start with the back wall. Okay, to start this build, come to where you want your back wall to be and place 15 blocks across of green terracotta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it should look like this. So if you count 11 blocks from this wall here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, that should be where your front wall goes, so make sure you have enough space. Okay, looking at it from where our front wall is going, on the right side place 2 smooth sandstone, and on the left side place 1 smooth sandstone and a stair facing outwards, just like this. Now on both sides, place a green terracotta on top of the sandstone and a sandstone on top of that. And repeat this again. So we should have sandstone, terracotta, sandstone, terracotta, sandstone. Just like that. Now place 1 more piece of terracotta. Now you can fill this gap in here with full green terracotta. Okay, so that's what it should look like. Now on the right side, place smooth sandstone going all the way up so it meets the top. And on the left side, place stairs going all the way up so it meets the top, again facing outwards. Just like that, right side up. That is what it should look like. Coming over to this right side, place these sort of sticky out prong parts of sandstone like this, again. So it wraps around the corner, with the green terracotta in between them. Like this. Then come 8 more blocks of green terracotta from this sandstone here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then go smooth sandstone, terracotta, smooth sandstone, terracotta, smooth sandstone, terracotta. Then fill that all in. So from the front it should look like this, and from the sides and the back it'll look like this. Now on the part that we just added, grab out some stairs and facing outwards place it. Stairs directly on top of each other going all the way up like we did on this left side of the back wall. Now place smooth sandstone directly on top all of this terracotta, but not on top of the stairs. Going right around. And then place another row of smooth sandstone stairs. So that is the green part of the back wall done. It is now time to move on to the brick part, and then we'll move on to the front wall and decorating it. Okay, starting on the side wall, place 10 brick straight across here, so it doesn't touch either of the corners though. Now do this again on the other side, so you should need to go a total of 17. Now you want to replicate what you did down here, again at the top. So you want to place sandstone, brick, brick. And then 1 more piece of sandstone like this. And another piece of brick. So you have 3 sandstone and 4 brick. Do this on this side as well. Again, sandstone, brick, sandstone, brick, sandstone, brick. And in the corner. but you wouldn't need to add this one's just straight sandstone. Like that. So you have your layers of your wall done. It's now time to put the final things in before we fill it in. Okay, replicate this sandstone brick pattern, but now coming out of this pillar here. On each side. Now that we've done that, just go ahead and fill it in with brick. Grab out your stairs, and on top of these stairs that we added earlier, place some more. Going all the way so it meets up with the top brick. Finally, to finish off the base of this back wall, add some cut sandstone directly on top of all of this, including the stairs. Like that. Now we are on to the exciting bit, the front and the side. Well, I guess they're kind of both front, the two front walls, this one here and this one here. For this first one, we're just going to need some green terracotta and some melons. Start by placing 2 green terracotta and then a melon. So to get these melons, you need to have a silk touch pickaxe, remember that. Then place 2 more green terracottas and another melon, and then another 2 green terracotta. Now, what you want to do is place 1 more terracotta, and then a melon, 2 green terracotta, a melon, and another 2. Just like this. Okay, so now on both of these ends here, go up 5 high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So including this bottom one, we'll have a total of actually 6. Now go directly across the top. Now coming to this middle block here between these 2 melons, go up another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it meets this top, and we have 2 rectangular windows with 2 melons under each window. Now, directly on top of this, place a layer of smooth sandstone. This should be at the exact same layer as this layer of smooth sandstone here that separates the green from the brick, because the next part is going to be the green part, the brick part. To add in the brick, we want to add in 3 brick directly on top of here. 1, 2, 3. 2 cut sandstone. 5 brick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 cut sandstone, and then 3 more bullet brick to connect it to the end. Rotating over to these edges here, build up 4 high on 2 of the edge blocks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 with brick on both sides. That should leave a 1 block gap between the cut sandstone and the brick. Do this in the middle as well, but instead of making it 2 or 1, make it 3, like this. So again, 1 block gap between the brick and the sandstone. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 high. So we have the starting shape of our windows. For this next layer, we're actually going back to the green terracotta, and we're going to use some chiselled sandstone. First, place green terracotta, chiselled sandstone, then 4 more green terracotta, chiselled sandstone, 1 green terracotta, chiselled sandstone, 4 green terracotta, chiselled sandstone, and then finally, 1 last piece of green terracotta. Then go directly on top of this and place another layer of bricks. Now, like we've done over here, place a layer of cut sandstone on top of this brick. Now we've completed the undecorated front wall, it's time to move over to the smaller front wall. Now we're going to move back to this green terracotta again, and we're going to place 8 terracotta from this stair here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We also got to put in some melons. So on count 2 blocks in, and on the 3rd block, place a melon. Do this on the other side as well. 2 blocks in, on the 3rd block, place a melon. Melons are awesome. And remember, if you're stressing out because you don't have silk touch yet, because you're not that far into the game, don't worry, because you can use lime terracotta instead of these, lime terracotta instead of these melons, because they still give a bit of a difference behind the sandstone. But of course, if you have silk touch, definitely try and get some melons. Now, go up 5 with your green terracotta on each edge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then go straight across. because this side's only got one window at the bottom, because it's shorter than that one. Now place a layer of smooth sandstone directly on top of this green terracotta. Then on top of that smooth sandstone on either edge, place in 3 brick like this, which on both sides. Then place 2 cut sandstone in the middle, like that. Then on both sides, go up another 4 with 2 wide brick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like we did on that wall there. To add in this stripy bit, place a chiseled sandstone on both of these edges here, and then green terracotta on the rest, like this. Then finally, place a layer of bricks, and then some chiseled terracotta, not chiseled terracotta, chiseled cut sandstone on top. Like that. So we basically replicated like half of this side here. Now it's time for the trickier bit, but not too tricky, connecting the corner here. Okay, start by placing 2 terracotta, one diagonally in like this, just like this, and then 2 smooth sandstone on top of that. Then go up to the top here, and place 2 green terracotta, one diagonally in, 2 brick, and then 2 cut sandstone, like this. Okay, so we've now finished the outside shell of this build. We're going to be doing the roof once we've added in the decorations because it's easier to do it that way. So let's grab our materials and start on this larger front wall. Now we're going to start on the awnings. That is what they're called. I couldn't remember earlier in the video. We're going to need some slabs for this, our cut and brick. We're going to need our walls and our wool, as well as our glass and our white stained glass. Okay, let's start by adding in the bit at the bottom. Place 2 brick slabs on each of the edges here, and then place the rest with cut sandstone slabs. Then place 4 up with walls, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the 2 brick slabs. Directly on top of those walls, place a grey concrete on one side and a white on the other. Then alternate between them so you get a stripy pattern. Then drop this down diagonally 1 and do exactly the same thing. So for me, I have my grey on the left side and my white on the right. My white on the right. Now it's time to fill in the glass. Now we want to fill this all in with regular glass, except for the very top layer. The very top layer we're going to fill in with white stained glass to add a bit of a difference. White stained glass at the very, very top. Because sometimes these small details like using a different color of glass can make such a big difference. Now we need to replicate this on this window here and the window on that side there. I've now finished all of these awnings, so it's time to do the ones at the top. Now the ones at the top don't use much blocks other than some sandstone. Now I'm going to do exactly the same thing where I'll show you how to build one and then I'll build the rest off camera, because there's no point me showing you how to build each and every one because they're the same. For this next part, grab out some smooth sandstone stairs and place 2 directly on these cut blocks here. Then to the side of them, place another 2, just so they curve over and create a basket. Now on those ones we just placed to those 2, place 3 walls. On top of those walls, place an upside down sandstone stair. Make sure this is regular so we get the sort of the more cobblestone type pattern. We've got it on the wall as well. Then place 2 smooth stone stairs directly on top of them, like this. And then place 2 smooth sandstone stairs behind them, so they're upside down, and then 2 more on top. So we get an arch shape. Now, like we did down here, place glass panes on all of the layers except for the very top where we're going to use white glass panes to create some similarity. Now remember, when building these awnings, feel free to cover up some of the windows if you're freestyle building, because they look great from the outside and you can still see mostly through them from the inside. Now we need to replicate it on these other 2 windows. Whoa, look at that, it's really starting to look like a corner shop. However, we really need to add some windows in the corner here and some decorations. So this window here, because panes don't look the best on the corner, let's replace this with pane so you can see what I mean. They don't look the best like that. We are using glass blocks. So make sure to grab some of those out. For this next part, start by placing 4 sandstone walls directly on top of each other like this, on the edges of the front entrance. Then on top of that, place chiseled sandstone with a brick slab, like that. So we have 2 pillars. Now on this block right here, place a cut sandstone with a brick slab underneath it, like that. Now directly on top of this brick slab, place a regular sandstone stair here and here. For the next part, place a sandstone wall directly on top of this cut sandstone block here, then place 3 cut sandstone blocks diagonally back in line with this brick, and then 1 up here. So those 3 blocks we just added in. Now, place sandstone stairs going like this, smooth sandstone stairs going like this, facing inwards towards this pillar, then 1 facing outwards so we get a curve. Now, grab a smooth sandstone slab and place it directly in between there. For the next part, grab out your sandstone walls and place 4 directly on top of this stair here, and on top of this stair. On top of those, place regular sandstone stairs facing inwards. Then on top of those sandstone stairs, place more so they're facing outwards and their back is to these 2 brick blocks here. That's what it should look like. Then, place 1 smooth sandstone block here with a slab on top of it. Okay, so the last bit on this little frame bit we need to add is just 2 slabs here and here so that they are level with the stairs. Now it's time to add in the glass. So, like I said earlier, we're going to be using glass blocks instead of glass panes because it's on an angle. So place 3 glass blocks here, here and here, and here, here and here, so on the diagonal like that, and then 2 white stained glass on top of that. So we have the same sort of pattern but in blocks on the corner. Okay, so now it's time to build these fancy bits, but the official name for these are actually parapets. They put these in because they wanted to get away from that steep roof design that we all know and love. So they added in these. So we're going to add these in on this layer of smooth sandstone here. Now these are going to be some regular sandstone stairs, upside down, just facing towards this corner here, just going straight across here. Just like that. Do this on both sides. Don't worry about the back though. Making sure it touches the corner like this, like it's the very tip of it. Like this. So we're now going to replicate this on the roof. Now it is slightly different on the roof because we are going right to the edge here. And when we get to this corner bit here, you just place 1 in like that on both sides. So it should look like that. Okay, so now directly on top of this straight line of parapet, place another row of smooth sandstone stairs upside down facing outwards like this. This can be a bit tricky to place, so you can use some scaffolding blocks to place them onto. Like this, just going to the edge. Okay, so now we need to bring it over to this other side. To do this, we want to create a zigzaggy pattern with our stairs, so it can connect smoothly. Let's do this here. And then there we go, and we can now go straight to the very edge. Now along the back side, because it would look a bit weird just having that, let's just place in some regular smooth sandstone. Like this. So that's what it should look like. Okay, so now we're going to add in this roof here. You can use any sort of slab for this roof, any sort of sandstone slab. So you can use regular sandstone, cut sandstone, or smooth sandstone. Smooth sandstone needs to be smelted to be created, however cut does not, but they have the same bottom. So if you're looking for that smooth bottom, use cut. But if you're looking for more of a rugged bottom, use the regular sandstone. I'm going to be using the cut. Now, there are two locations you can place these sandstone slabs. You can place them at the level of this block right here, the one below the stair line that's going around the build, or a slab below that, a half slab, so mobs can't spawn on this block right here. So if you do that the whole roof, then mobs won't be able to spawn on your roof, and you'll also be able to place lights with ease instead of having another slab sticking out. So that's what I'm going to do. So if you want, you can just lower all of these, and for stopping mobs spawning on here, you can of course add a slab on top of that. Okay, now we're going to do the inside floors. For this next part, for this flooring, we'll need some torches just to light up our area, so go ahead and place those, just so mobs don't spawn inside here and blow up your build or anything like that, or even kill you, that's even worse. Some torches, just go ahead and place those around, or lanterns, some stone brick slabs, and some dark oak planks. So, down the bottom here, we want to replace this whole floor with dark oak planks. Just do an edge like this for now, and I'll show you the best way of sort of sorting it out here. Just break it like that, and then break out your area. Fill that out with dark oak planks. There are two ways of actually breaking this corner here. The first way is just replacing the blocks under the pillar with dark oak planks, and that is very good if you don't have a definitive path. However, if you have a path going out here made out of smooth stone, and it is clearly a path that enters into the corner store, you can do it this other way, which I'll show you now. So you can have this as a path block, these two pillars here, and then you can break this one and replace it with a path, so you sort of have a shape that looks like that. Okay, now for the next layer. This next layer, we're going to be placing the dark oak at the layer of this sandstone here. And what we're going to be doing is placing a dark oak flooring, then directly underneath it, placing a stone brick slab. Just like this. Do that the whole way around. Okay, so I've now finished that floor. Now, the way to get up there is completely your choice. You can use a ladder, a staircase, and of course, if you would like to see a tutorial on maybe how to decorate this build, or on different types of staircases and stuff like that, make sure to leave a comment in the description down below. So, now you know how to build a beautiful corner store. So, that's going to be the end of this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, and remember to subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys later. Peace. And remember, stay carbonated.